360 TV. Here with me is Olajide. Mr. Olajide, let me have your view and your reaction concerning what Asari Dokubo said that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal, that the federal government should not release him.
Ah, Asari Dokubo, how many tongues does this man has? This is a strong supporter of Biafra. Quite alright. He has the right to do that anyway. But how come the now degenerate to calling Nnamdi Kanu a criminal? I don't agree with him on that. I'm seriously telling you. I disagree with him that Kanu is a criminal. Kanu, as a Yoruba man, I will tell you my heart as of who Kanu is. Kanu is not a criminal. Kanu has a reason to get up and come up with some reason why he's marking on what he's doing. What he's doing. He said there are marginalization of his people. There are shortcomings of the government of the day is not according to his people. The rightful place of what is supposed to be in the government in the states where they call themselves Nigeria. So if his Kanu is aggrieved and come up with some agitations, the best thing for government to do is to have called him to a roundtable discussion and say, hello, ma. Hello, sir. What are your grievances? What do you have against the state called Nigeria? And I'm sure he will table his grievances. He will explain what he has in mind that made him to be agitating for his people. And then if government was to be a responsible government, they should have given a listening ear to him and then reach out to him and say, look, on this you have tabled before us, this we will address it, but these are meant to be discussed later. That's what the state government should do. And when Kanu, they say if there's smoke, they can't be fire. If you see a smoke, Saturday fire is burning somewhere. So that means what gave rise to Kanu coming up with agitation is that he expressed a not just passive now. According to him, clearly evident injustices, inequity, unfairness to his people in the called Nigeria. So that's the basis for him to have come up. And when he came up, he didn't come up with violence approach. He came up with civil protest, civil, expression of their grievances. It was the government of Nigeria under Buhari that turned violence against him, that unleashed army against him. They almost killed him. They now push them to the wall where they're not becoming violent. So if he says Asari is not branding Kanu as a criminal, I don't agree with him. Asari should not forget that the militant leader of Niger Delta has forgotten that they carry arms against the state. They rose against the state. They were attacking army, attacking the police, and every institution of the state. In Niger Delta, he was a warlord. As Asari Dokubo has forgotten. We have his record. So now that time he was doing it. If somebody call him criminal, how will it be? What was the best way to describe Asari Dokubo? And that time when he was carrying arms, leading Niger Delta militants in the creeks, burning oil rig, destroying, fighting Nigerian entities, fighting Nigerian institution of security, army, police, navy, and the rest. That means he was a criminal that time too. But what did President Yadwa do? He deployed Jonathan, who is from that region, to go and meet them in the creek. He didn't meet them first of all, unlike my trauma, Obasanjo, because Obasanjo is a Yoruba man. He knew how he treated Odi during his own tenure. But Yadwa did not do that. He deployed Jonathan to go and meet them in the creeks. Yadwa went to meet them in the creeks and they brokered the peace. Niger Delta, amnesty was another task by which they are not taking care of those people. That's what decided the agitation in Niger Delta. Remember that Asari Dokubo was a front liner, was a front runner of that struggle. He's a militant leader in the Niger Delta at that time. That what he was doing, according to him, that when I fighting for that they have issue at stake against the Nigerian state, which led them to take up arms against the state. So can we call him a militant, a criminal in that respect? Now, so why is he calling Nnamdi Kanu a criminal? So that means what he was fighting for people of Nigeria, that Kanu is also fighting for people of South East.
Now, sir,
so Kanu is not a criminal as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm telling you the reality. Look, if you say we must have a nation, We must have a viral nation that everybody contributes. There must be equity, fairness, and justice.
Okay, that's what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for.
Yeah, of course. That's
proceed,
it.
Before you proceed, Asari Dokubo did not always say that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. He also said that biafrans too, that are calling Nnamdi too, are doing the same thing. If not, that if any Biafra can prove to him that any court of the land, whether Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, any of the court, said Nnamdi Kanu that they should release Nnamdi Kanu of bail, they should bring evidence. What do you have to say about that?
Hello, sir. I'm not a legal luminary. I'm not a legal expert.
No, but we are in this country.
Excuse me, sir. I'm not in the judiciary. I'm not a law expert. I'm a law enlightened person, not a law expert. So whether there's a judgment produced or delivered by any court of Nigeria, maybe from High Court, maybe from Court of Appeal, maybe to the Supreme Court, that have set Nnamdi Kanu free on bail, he has thrown open challenge to everybody. Because there are legal luminaries in the Southeast who can counter him and say, hey, shut up. These are evidence, these are court judgments of the High Court, of Court of Appeal, or Supreme Court. They should go out and do that. There's always law review. The law judgment of any court is a public document. It's not a hidden document. It's always the public domain. The legal luminaries in the Southeast, we have many of them, many of them who are legal experts in Nigeria or in the Southeast, and even the biafran agitators who are lawyers among them. They should go out and bring the evidence and confront Asari Dokubo with it. Say, hello, this is an evidence from social court. They are strong open challenge to them. Let them come out with the evidence they claim they should bring up and bring it out and show it to them. That's what so if they are able to do that, that means Asari Dokubo is right in the senses that there's no court of law that set Nnamdi Kanu free. But if not, let them bring out the dog. I'm not individuals from South Biafran agitators. Many of them, they are lawyers.
Sir, but let me ask you, does Asari Dokubo have the right to be asking for this? It's on the hair. The judgment was given and everybody saw it. For Asari Dokubo to be coming to the demanding for where is the court, where is the paper, does it make any sense? Does it make any sense? It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's digress a little. As a Yoruba man, right now, if you have the opportunity or you have the privilege, say, okay, the way Nigeria is being structured, despite it's Tinubu that is ruling, Yoruba man as a country. Now, within this, being as a Nigeria or Oduduwa should come, so that Oduduwa will go on their own, which one will you prefer? Will you rather prefer that maybe as Tinubu is trying to bring Nigeria together as he's trying is better, or Oduduwa should come so that everybody should go on their own?
Hello, sir. In the first place, Yoruba as a nation, Igbo nation, Epic, Ibibio, Benue, Tiv, and the rest. They never sat down together that they want to become a nation. None of these ethnic nationalities came together with themselves that we want to form a country together. They never did. Yoruba never started with Igbo. Igbo never started with Hausa and Fulani. Want to form a nation called Nigeria. They were fused together by the colonialists who conquered them. Yes, I use the word conquer. Colonial power conquered Nigeria. They decided the war from Oba of Lagos, King Soko, extend to Benin. You know the history of how colonial power conquered Nigeria. They conquered Nigeria and forced us together for their economic interest, for their own service interest, not for our interest. So by the time we now be forced together as a nation, and a lot of us in that state, so that's how we came about. So if we had opportunity of say Yoruba want to become a nation, want to be in a nation with Igbo, with Fulani, with Hausa, and the rest, we will have sat down together and draw up terms of peaceful coexistence and terms of existence amongst ourselves. That these are the terms and conditions of how we shall coexist as a nation, and which should now be, ratified by referendum of each people, of the people of each ethnic nationality, and now be aggregated together now as a constitution that shall now be guiding us. But because that has not happened, I as a Yoruba man have not been given the opportunity to say yes or no that I want to be a nation called Nigeria. I should be given the opportunity to say, look, I'm a Yoruba man, I like Igbo, I like Hausa, I like Fulani, I want to be together with them as a nation. I should be given the opportunity. So that's why we are now calling for a restructuring of the country. If it can be that whereby ethnic nationalities that form the nation can then be allowed to come together and draft the terms of coexistence, terms of coexistence among themselves. These are so things shall be handled on our own. These are things that shall be considered to the federal level. When all these things have been drafted and then pass to their people for referendum and agree, they will now aggregate all these bills together and bring it up as a constitution. That's then I feel that Nigeria, I can be happy to be in this nation called Nigeria. So that's the first stage. But whereby that cannot be achieved peacefully, whereby I cannot be given the opportunity to state. It's my right to decide association. I have a freedom of association of my right. You can't just fuse me together with anybody. And you can't give me a false identity. Nigeria. Do I consent to that ideology? Do I give consent to that Nigeria citizenship you are ascribing to me as Nigeria? I'm first a Yoruba man. So that's my Yorubaness. For it to be seeded into a country called, you get my point? For it to be seeded into a nation called Nigeria, I must be given the right to do that. That's not been done. So first of all, we will pursue restructuring of the country to see how ethnic nationality can be free together and renegotiate the reenact terms of existence among themselves. Then, if that cannot be achieved, then ultimately the next thing will then be Yoruba nation.
Okay,
so
sir.
that's Yoruba nation will be my alternative. If entity cannot be renegotiated on terms of rights of each nationality that were composed in it, then will now be my next. That if we cannot be given the right to be properly be agreed to be properly be together as it's supposed to be, then I'm asking for existing of the nation. So Yoruba is a secondary, it's an alternative.
Okay, sir. Why I ask you this question is that we saw during the 8 years of President Buhari, he concentrated on the north. In fact, he made a lot of the northerners a millionaire, a billionaire before he left, because he made them to make more money through forest, through when the Aboki will go and buy dollar from the bank at a lower rate, they went outside to go and sell it at higher. They make a lot of money, yes. And that's why you see most of Aboki, they never complain about Buhari. See Buhari left. In fact, we are told that Buhari is paying most of the northerner youth in the north before he left. Right now, as a Yoruba man, Tinubu, that's why they say no matter how it is, you still support your own and your own. Right now, as Tinubu is, there is no there's no direct benefit. Yoruba, as a Yoruba man, is benefiting, not like as you are now. There's no any benefit. Okay, at the end of the month, because of my person is there, I'm benefiting. And if you look at this Lagos critically, the northerners too, they are dominating, because there are some key positions that the Yoruba, the Omodudu are supposed to sit on. The Hausas, the Fulani are the ones that are occupying this seat just because we are still one Nigeria. And this is because of the injustice that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting, that Biafra need to go. That monkey no fit dey walk.
Yes.
Right now, I'm going to point. You can see the case that is happening in Oyo State right now. Oyo State, they want to introduce Sharia law. They are fighting difficult. If you remember vividly how they collected this state from the southwest, which is Kwara State, it's the same thing they are trying to achieve. And these are the things Nnamdi Kanu said, no, over my dead body, this young man is doing well. He came from a rich family, but he said he can never allow. Right now, I bet that every little Nigeria, being Yoruba, being anything to support this young man. Because to a large extent, Nnamdi Kanu is not seen holding gun, fighting his fellow Nigerians. He's not seeing him holding for class like people like Asari Dokubo, which we know that is the top on the show. So I'm asking you a question now. Many Yoruba in the diaspora in Nigeria that is watching you, that if you have the chance and they ask you this question, okay, you are the one that determines the existence of Nigeria between Yoruba and Nigeria. Now, say it right now, yes or no. Do you want the Oduduwa to go on their own, or you want to belong to Nigeria just because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is Yoruba man?
I believe my analysis was so clearly stated. I told you. Maybe I should, if you get my analysis, those who listen to me, get my analysis clearly. I told you that I was not consulted how I became a Nigerian. My tribe was not consulted. My tribe was not in the party was not in agreement, was not in discussion with anybody. How we found ourselves to be a Nigerian. We are indigenously Yoruba people by culture, by tradition, by place we are existing. I told you that it was the colonialists that forced all of us together. I told you that. And that I'm seeking for the inaction, the negotiation of the terms and conditions of how we are in Nigeria. That I believe that can be achieved peacefully. But in a case where that cannot be achieved peacefully, whereby I want some right to myself, to some issues to desire myself, few things will not be considered the federal to manage for me. I said that cannot be achieved peacefully. Then the inevitably what I'm not up for will not be Odua nation. So first of all, I still believe that this country can still be salvaged if we can renegotiate together. See, Igbo, Yoruba, all of them come together. We want to redefine Nigeria. What should be our basis of existence? British join us together without listening to us. Igbo bring out your demands. Yoruba will table their own. Outside, everybody will table their own. All the ethnic nations in Nigeria will table their own. We will now agree. What are those matters we want to handle by ourselves? In the regional government that time where Babalawo, Okwara, Ahmadu Bello were heading, Babalawo has some level of autonomy authority over Southwest. The money he made, we knew what we were able to use to do. Even in Okwara too in the southeast, even Ahmadu Bello too in the north. But when the ministry came, they stabbed the region. They consider everything at the center. Everything is now going to the center. They are not loading everything at the center, which is making Nigeria to be now poor. I want a redefinition of the coexistence, terms and conditions of Nigeria. This is not being called restructuring. But if that cannot be achieved peacefully, if we cannot restructure Nigeria to a federating unit, to a two federalism whereby every individual has right to some many things on his own, only few things will be handled at the center. Then as I say, inevitably the next thing I'll be hoping for that we want to see is for my entity called Yoruba to exist out of Nigeria.
Well taken, sir. Talk about this Sharia law that they want to introduce in your state. As a Yoruba man, are you pleased with that?
Hello. Can I tell you, in Yoruba land, religion can never become a tug of war in Yoruba land. Do you know why? I that I'm standing in your presence here, I'm a Christian. My father is a Christian. He married a Muslim. My mother converted to Christian. I in my father's house, not to my mother's house now, when Muslims are doing their festival, it's not me going to them and say I want to come and greet you. They will send meat to my father. They will bring meat to us. But we are the same family, Muslim, Christian, and idol worshippers. They are those who do Boku. Idol worshippers in my father's house, they also Boku. So we have millions of Christians, millions of Muslims, millions of traditional worshippers in Yoruba land. So that can never be a problem. But those who are now advocating for Sharia practice in Yoruba land, they are mischievous in their thinking. In their thinking. I think they are mischievous. Even that they are mischievous, they know that Yoruba land has been peaceful when it comes to religion. But Yoruba will engage them. Even their fellow Muslim Yoruba are already telling them they don't want Sharia. You know that Yoruba Muslims are already telling them they don't want Sharia. Traditionalists in millions Yoruba land, they've not spoken. Christian Yoruba land have not spoken. Fellow Muslim Yoruba land already rising up, they don't want Sharia. How much more when Yoruba Muslim, how much when Yoruba Christian, Yoruba traditional rulers now rise up? What would not be the first of that thing? It's going to have like pack of cars. So it's a thing that will not find its way. But it's a thing that will not succeed in Yoruba land. And let me even now tell you, suppose we have if at all there's a Sharia law in place in Southwest, the Muslim will dare not, they will dare not want to apply it on every Yoruba in Southwest. They will dare not want to apply it. So let me even now assume there's a Sharia law in Southwest. The few protagonists of that law would dare not want to apply it, enforce on every Yoruba land.
Sir, let me ask you, for the sake of the viewers that are watching, the Yorubas that are watching now, does the Hausas or the Fulani have right to impose Sharia law in Yoruba land?
Excuse me. I'm hearing a new dimension a new version of this matter.
Oh, this man.
I'm hearing new version of that matter now. That Fulani and Hausa are trying to impose Sharia law in Yoruba land. I doubt if that they will. There's some. Let me tell you. Let me admit one thing, sir. Among the Yoruba Muslims, there are some extremists among them too. I must admit, among Yoruba Muslims, there are some extremists who may want to go as far as bringing that law into the land. Don't attribute this to, to Fulani or Hausa. So, but no matter how extremist they are, they can't have their way in Yoruba land. Yoruba land is filled with millions of Christians who are Yoruba, millions of Muslims, millions of idol worshippers.
Thank you so much.
There's even a day now declared Yoruba land for traditional August 20. Last year it was celebrated. So Yoruba entity as a recognized religion that declared August 20 for traditional worshippers in Southwest, where they all come out and have their own day as public holiday. So who is that few Islamic extremists now want to go and bring Islamic thing in Yoruba land? It will not have its way.
The Hausas will not have their way for Sharia law in Yoruba land. Thank you. I have another great man who wants to speak about this issue. Good morning, sir. Thank you for having you TV this morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Right now, we saw what happened. You know the history of Kwara State.
Yeah.
How the Fulani take their corny way today claiming Kwara State as their place of inhabitance. Right now, they want to accede to Oyo State right now. They want to impose Sharia law in Oyo State. Will Yoruba fold their hands and allow Sharia law to take place in Oyo State?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we are mispresenting what is going on with this Sharia or no Sharia. The Southwest, I think you give it to them with their knowledge. It's only Southwest. You will see that one section of the family will come for as a Christian and the other section will come as a Muslim. And we always work together. We always, be together because of the advancement the Southwest have. As it is now, I don't think that Sharia issues they want to practice now is, I think what people don't know is limited to the Muslim alone. It's not affecting Christian. And I can take myself as an example. My mother happens to be a Muslim. She came from a Muslim lineage, and when she married my father, I think we won her over to the Christianity world. And when my mother died, like 4 years or 3 years ago, what happened? You have Muslim people that came into the church to first felicitate with us in the church, and we have the Christian, and everything went easily. So the advancements that the Southwest have now cannot bring that crisis for them. And I think the Southwest Christian, there's a detachment from the North are detached with the system of Islamic way they are practicing. I think the Southwest is more advanced with their religion. And anywhere you find the Southwest, they tolerate people, they tolerate your religion. So this one will not bring any issues because it will be under control of a leader. And they have a leader, which is the leader of the Muslim in the Southwest.
Thank you, sir. It will not bring an issue. It will be under control. But I just ask you a question because sometimes when you allow people reign too much, somebody will take advantage of you. We saw it happening in Kwara State. You know the history of Kwara.
The Kwara issue.
Now, if you allow the same thing to repeat itself, don't you think that Oyo State might likely take it away from the West?
You know what? About the history of Afonja, let me take you back. It was a tussle between Afonja and the Alaafin of Oyo then. And as Afonja said, he's not going to be paying tax to the Alaafin. And Alaafin happens to be the paramount, leader that he controls, his territory, his zone, in which even his father, the late father of the one that died now, I'm talking of the generation of Alaafin that has come, they are always highly esteemed people, they respect them. And it was towards that crisis it was Yorubas that sold that Kwara to the, what's it called, to the Fulanis. So I think the history has to be told, man. And it was the southwest themselves, one of us that went on, that instead of being conquered, it will either destabilize things, and he invited Fulani, and the Fulani came. What happened? They met the Waterloo because it was a serious war. It was a serious, the Afoja war. It was a very serious war. Until today, the Christianity in and the Muslim, all the both religions, they are working hand in hand, and there has never been crisis between Muslim and Christian in the southwest, because the knowledge, everything is all about wisdom. If you have a region that has wisdom, give it to the southwest. So we don't
Give it
easily
to
see.
the southwest, one of the peace region in Nigeria.
That's why
Yes.
peace can exist.
Okay, for viewers that are watching, there is no, according to what he's saying, that Sharia law is welcome. That Southwest has the capacity to manage what it is.
Yeah.
That it will not elude them.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for having you this morning. Thank you so much. Yes, viewers all over the world, this is KC TV. This is a KC TV you are watching. Let me call you for me. KC. Let me call her for me. Take over. No, KC. Yeah, KC TV. Thank you this morning for joining us this morning. I'm coming. I want to go live now. KC over this. Now live. I don't end up now. You know, quick talk. Don't worry, I go to. I won't call.